points in the game.
One of the rivalries that defines this sport. Ohio State versus Michigan. The scarlet and gray versus the maize and blue. To many fans on both sides, this is a one-game season. Ohio State, of course, defending national champions, but Michigan has bragging rights. They've beaten their rivals the last 4 times. Welcome to Ann Arbor, Michigan, and the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, last season's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. He called his own number, and the freshman QB keeps this drive moving.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first.
Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
And with the sack on first down, it's second down. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Solid tackle, able to get him down. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here, Kirk. A long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together. And this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game.
The pass rush closing in. Oh, and he almost picked it off. Nearly a turnover here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up fourth down. The Buckeyes will bring their punt team on the field now. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure is coming. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Let's see what they can create here now to avoid a 3rd and long. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Marsh. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed, but what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. On the move now. And it's incomplete on 4th down. The offense will now take over in plus territory.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Well, for many, this is the quintessential college football rivalry. It combines tradition, high intensity, and very often high stakes.
Yeah, Chris, I really think the rivalry has changed over the years. Guys in my era would tell you it was a game that was the most heated but the most respected because of the way you were recruited by both schools. There was the Woody, there was the Bo influence on the rivalry. But I think in the new social media era, I think it's more about hatred for the two schools from both sides. It's just a different feel. We'll feel that today when these teams go at it.
Buckeyes looking to cash in this red zone trip. Off the play fake on first down. Bringing pressure. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. He escapes the pocket. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Back to pass. It's St. Clair. Looking to scramble. Launching one to the end zone. The pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
I don't mind this. Approach here by the offensive coordinator, taking a shot downfield on third down. Now you can either kick the field goal or still have a chance to go for it.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. Makes it look easy. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Bringing it out. It's Stewart. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Quarterback making some changes at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you. On third down, he drops to throw. That's reeled in. It's Haynes. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. And the Wolverines will line up to kick it away. And the offense will have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And it's taken right around the 35. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. Ball handed off. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss. Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come.
And they heave it deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
What a great job here by the defender on a deep ball downfield. One of the toughest things to do is get your head turned back, locate the football. He does it perfectly and bats it away.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, well, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the returner blocked down by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Got a man! Catch made! Big play! They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Toss play to the outside. He finds some space. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Makes the catch downfield. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired.
No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Michigan.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st down, it's play action. He's running out of time here. The pass rush gets home.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who of course played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
Well, it's an incompletion here. But I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
The offense takes a big shot here downfield. I thought they may have a chance, but the defender makes an unbelievable play to get a hand on the ball and knock it away.
Returner tackle right there. That's where they start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. First down, looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. So second down and 10 now from the 43 after the incompletion. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And the QB will try again on second and 10. Wide open downfield. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
One explosive play has this offense set up just outside the red zone now with a first down. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw to the left side, and it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
He makes the grab. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's third and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one, and now they're in business.
Grab behind the line. It's Morgan. Touchdown, Wolverines. Great connection there for 6 points.
Man, this defensive coordinator better adjust to this receiver. All they did was get him the ball in space, and you can see what he can do after the catch. One defender will not slow this receiver down today. You better bracket him or use double coverage.
No problem with the PHC. The lead 14-3. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. Going for a big play downfield. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Touchdown, Michigan. Pick 6 could be a game changer.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms, and he takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
And the point after is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. First play of the drive now from the 25. Play action here on first down. Looking for the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Tate. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s, and of course most recently with Garrett Wilson.
Looking downfield near the end zone. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Ohio State. A much-needed score, trying to just hang in this game right now.
Man, I love that they're not giving up. They are continuing to fight and try to get themselves back into this game.
They make the extra point, but trail 21-10. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Set up at the 16. Looking to throw it on first down. On the move now. It's a deep shot to the right. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Fires it on the move. And the ball is picked off. Could take it all the way. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Makes the catch. It's Simpson. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The Wolverines will crank up the tempo. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, we're going to throw it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. He escapes the pocket. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Game moves the ball to the 1. Third down and goal. Design quarterback run. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, great stop here by this defense to bring us to fourth down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And the kickoff will be a return. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. Set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Nice grab. It's Peoples. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. The Buckeyes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Quick throw to the left. Oh, he makes the catch. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again.
Boy, really good job up front here by the offensive line, giving the quarterback plenty of time.
Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
PAT up and good. They trail by a touchdown, 24-17. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Bringing it out, it's Morgan. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the out route. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. With the catch, it's Morgan. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
Ball fielded near the 35. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it off to begin the second half. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the football. Finds his man. It's Marsh.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Pass caught. Second down now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's found some room at the 45. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. With the catch, it's Morgan. They bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The Wolverines come to the line with 1st and goal. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Tackle way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. but someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. And he throws the ball out of bounds there. Smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up 3rd down.
That's a smart heads-up play to me by the quarterback. Would rather throw it in the stands than a tight throw leading to a potential turnover. Wonder what they'll have dialed up here on this 3rd down.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. He's swarmed by the defense.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
The field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. To throw. It's Sayin. Looking to scramble. Just gets it away. It's a deep ball. Hauls it in outside the 10 and still running. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What a touchdown here by this offense. And I'm going to tell you something. This is what separates the men from the boys right here as a quarterback. He knows he's going to get hit. Looks downfield, keeps his eyes focused, makes the throw, takes the hit, and they get the touchdown. Beautiful.
And the PAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. The first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. And looking to throw now on 1st down. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw to the left side. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
Well, Chris, you watch a completion like that and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Griese had, 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history, and it's good that they're leaning on it.
Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. The sure hands. It's Moore. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That one sails incomplete. He threw it too far. The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 40. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Pressure is coming. Not able to connect. Incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That's caught. It's Morgan. That moves the football to the 27 and a first down.
Well, there he is again. Another nice completion to this slot receiver, and he picks up the first down. You know, there's so much attention on the outside wide receivers, but if I'm trying to defend this offense, I'd be worried about those one-on-one matchups on the inside against this slot receiver.
Looking to throw yet again. Bringing pressure. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Now he's bringing it back. At the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The defense produces 6 points.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw, comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school and shows you what he can do with a ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
Extra point makes the lead 4. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out. It's Stewart. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. They're going to run it. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Moves out of the pocket. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Chris, that ball is going to fall to the ground, and if you go back and look at this, he's falling back when he makes this throw. He's actually throwing it off of his back foot. You combine that with already throwing a couple interceptions, I don't know if it's a time to think about maybe warming up the backup.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. He's running out of time here. Oh, that's just a throwaway there on 3rd down. And now a 4th down play coming up.
Man, the quarterback here just threw this football away on 3rd and short. Starting to wonder about this running game right now. If on 3rd and short you decide to throw for it, maybe they're looking to give the defense a new look or maybe keep them guessing. Let's see what they do here on 4th down.
Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. Here's a regular season game, Kirk, that's kind of felt like a playoff game. We expected that. The difference is if you lose here, you're not out of it.
Chris, as you say, they're definitely not out of it if you lose this game. When you're a top 5 team late in the year playing in this kind of matchup, the win not only gives you confidence, but also you'd like to think a much easier path in the postseason.
And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. On the move now. And the pass rush finally gets home for a sack.
Good job of getting this sack here on 2nd and 10. This only cranks up the pressure now on this upcoming 3rd down. And also, you're ahead of that quarterback a little bit.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And it's incomplete, but here comes the flag. So hold on, let's check that out. So the call is defensive holding, and that's a big boost for this offense. The offense moves into the red zone now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Peoples. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Fighting off the defender. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Defense is coming after him. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with the 1st down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Morgan. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 now for the offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And here comes a deep shot. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, those deep shots, to me, the advantage is with the quarterback and the receiver because you know where the ball is. Great defensive backs' only chance is being able to locate the ball and be able to go up and knock it away. Really impressed with his ability to find the football, which allowed him to be able to eventually make the play.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He escapes the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. He's looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete as the defense gets a big fourth down stop.
It's just not a smart decision, in my opinion, here to go for it on fourth down. And, Chris, I know we're kind of in this era now of analytics and when to go for it, when not to. People are aggressive by nature, but to go for it inside your own 20-yard line, the defense lined up, did what they had to do. They get the ball, and now look at the field position that they have.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of a play.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember, the ball is inbounds, and the clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Pounding away with the run game. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard.
Smart play to keep it on the ground to try to keep that clock moving. But there's still a lot of work here on third down for this offense with the lead. Face it, you got one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Put the ball in his hands, let him work his magic.
And the crowd coming to life here trying to help this defense down in the red zone. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. And now a timeout taken by the defense trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And he's got it, no problem. And they add to their lead.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Bringing it out, it's Stewart. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pocket breaking down. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Fires it to the wideout. And he throws his third interception of the day. Not a great return, but the